Hello everyone, my name is Mini Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about theories and models of corporate governance for UGC NET in commerce and management. What do you mean by corporate governance? Corporate governance include so many rules, regulation, system and process. According to these rules, regulation, system and process, businesses operate, regulate and control. First of all, we are going to talk about theories of corporate governance. First theory of corporate governance is agency theory. Agency theory mainly describe relationship between principal and agents. Here principal are our shareholder, or we can say that owners. Agents are executive and manager. Both parties have conflicting interests. That means interest of both parties are not same. However, shareholder always want a manager act according to their interest, but manager have different self-interest. For example, shareholder mainly want profit of company, but manager want their status, their recognition, their promotion. In this diagram, you can see principal hire and delegate authority to agent. Agent perform their responsibility, but both parties have conflicting interest because self-interest of both parties are not same. Now we'll see stewardship theory of corporate governance. Here stewards are our manager and executive. According to this theory, stewards, or we can say that manager, are internally motivated to act in the best interest of organization rather than only focusing on their self-interest. According to agency theory, manager only focusing on their self-interest, but according to steward theory, manager are internally motivated to act in the best interest of organization rather than only focusing on their self-interest. That means manager protect and maximize wealth of shareholder through company performance. Here you can see shareholder provide empowerment and maintain trust on stewards, and they protect and maximize shareholder wealth. Eventually shareholder receive a profit and return. And stewards mainly have two motivation for doing work for organization: intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic means their recognition, their praise, their status. Extrinsic motivation means their salary, their working condition, their incentive. Now it's a stakeholder theory of corporate governance. Any individual or group, internally or externally, who is interested in company success, failure, and influenced by company performance, decision and action will be called stakeholder of company. For example, internal stakeholder are employees, shareholder and manager. External stakeholder are customer, supplier and creditor. According to this theory, businesses should consider interest of all stakeholders. For example, provide job satisfaction to employees, proper dividend to shareholder, proper status to manager, good quality product to customer, proper requirement information to supplier, timely payment to creditor. So according to this theory, businesses should consider interest of all stakeholders. Now we'll see resources dependency theory. According to this theory, organization depend on external resources like raw material, information, talent, capital, etc. in order to survive. And corporate governance structure, especially board of director, are connected with the external world and play a very important role for securing, protecting and managing all these resources. In short, we can say that according to this theory, board of director are crucial for survival and successful organization because they merely secure, protect and provide external resources to organization. Next is transaction cost theory. According to this theory, company can improve their performance by minimizing their transaction cost. According to this theory, company can improve their performance by minimizing their transaction cost. Transaction costs are expensive that incur during economic exchange. For example, research cost, bargaining cost, fee, commission, broker fee. And according to this theory, businesses can improve their performance by minimizing their transaction cost. Next theory is political theory. This theory mainly explains how companies influenced by political environment. As we know, companies influenced by government policies, regulation, laws, and framework. Or we can say that government intervention, regulation, law, taxes, subsidies, even tariff significantly influence performance of company. Now we are going to talk about models of corporate governance. First model is Anglo-American model. Under this model, rights of shareholder are recognized and they are given more importance. Under this model, rights of shareholder are recognized and they are given more importance. Obviously, shareholder are very important because they have right to elect all members of board, and board member direct all management of company. Feature of this model are, this is shareholder oriented model. This model work in Britain, Canada, America, Australia, and Commonwealth countries including India. And there is clear separation of ownership and management. Ownership is in the hand of shareholder and management system of companies run by professional manager. Now we are going to talk about German model of corporate governance. German model, also known as stakeholder model or two-tier board model. This model focus on a balanced approach to corporate governance. That means this model consider interest of all stakeholder, including shareholder, employees, society. But how? By using a two-tier board structure. Two-tiered board structure include a management board and supervisory board. Management board is responsible for daily operation and supervisory board oversee or direct management board. Now we are going to talk about Japanese model. This model also known as bank-led model. But why? Because this model describe a relationship between corporation and their main banks along with the focus on interest of all stakeholder. But why they are giving so much importance to bank? Because bank hold a significant share in companies which they support. Obviously now shareholder and banks together appoint a board of director and president. In short, we can say that according to this model, companies have strong long-term relationship with banks and other financial institutions because they provide fund and act as an important source during the time of crisis. Now we will see Indian model. Companies in India mainly categorize into public, private and public sector undertaking. Each of these companies have different shareholding pattern. That's why in India, corporate governance model is mix of both Anglo-American and German model. So this is all about theories and models of corporate governance. I think you got it and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, take care.